In 2025, Karrion Kross has proven to be an outspoken and polarizing wrestler. His worked shoot promo just after WrestleMania showed that he wasn't too happy with the way he was being treated. It told the WWE higher-ups and more specifically Triple H that he wanted an opportunity.
And the crowd told you exactly how they felt about me on SmackDown when I was eliminated, and you ignored it. Become undeniable. My ass. My ass! You want a viral moment? On behalf of all of the true fans of professional wrestling, guy with the suit and tie in the truck, go fuck yourself. That's from Killer Kross. No.
Since then, he's spent the majority of the time being the voice inside the head of Sami Zayn in backstage segments, until eventually Sami Zayn said enough is enough.
Okay.
He would lose to Zayn in Saudi Arabia, but get his rematch last night on Raw.
His leg, Bennett dealing with Scarlett now. And Kross with a punt to the ribs.
And not only did he get his full entrance on Monday Night Raw, but he won the match against Sami Zayn. We can all rejoice. Or so I thought. But the negativity of people online is always going to sound louder than it actually is. People saying he still can't wrestle, he is too slow. No shade because I love this wrestler, but I think some of you are too Will Ospreay coded. You see a wrestler not doing a million near hits and near falls and flips and you think it's boring. And it's crazy that I'm the one defending Kross here because most of you will know from the other video, I too soured on Karrion Kross for a while. I thought he had become boring, he had become stale, and I wasn't sure what the appeal was anymore. He had lost his identity and it felt inevitable that he would be released. But to be saying that now feels like a very wrong take. This match showed his methodical style, his charisma, his physicality, his dynamic with Scarlett, and the crowd was into it too, maybe most importantly. In the end, Scarlett would try to hand the bat to Karrion and almost gets caught until Kross got hit with an exploder suplex in the corner, leading way for him to grab it and hit Zayn with it in the injured abdomen.
It's deep, but I don't think it's playable. Kross with the win.
But I don't know if this story is over, given Zayn still hasn't said what Kross wants him to say, as we heard at the end of the match.
Just say it! Just say it! Say I told the truth!
Low-key, I wouldn't hate the trope here where they're the final two in the Royal Rumble. Maybe that's where Zayn finally overcomes his demon in this story, and that's how he gets the Gunther to finally become world champion at Mania. Because I don't want it to come across as if I'm completely dismissing Sami Zayn's story here as well. Obviously, Karrion is playing a part in that, and it's clear to me that long term, Zayn winning the world title is what this is all building to eventually. But equally, I don't think you need to knock down Kross too many pegs to go ahead and uplift Zayn to that world title picture. For Karrion Kross, it really is all about what he does coming out of the Sami Zayn feud. They've been on this one for a while, but if after this he falls into obscurity again, then this has been a waste of time. But I would love to hear from you. Do you think Karrion is a lost cause, or do you share my sentiment in enjoying his run since that promo after Mania? But let's get back to the start of the show. This episode of Raw opened up with CM Punk being confronted by Gunther ahead of their SummerSlam match.
I'm gonna maul you, I'm gonna push you around, I'm gonna choke you out, I'm gonna drop you like a wet towel. At least you got those degenerates chanting for you for the rest of your life.
It was a short and sweet segment where Gunther said that he is gonna maul CM Punk because Punk is not the best in the world compared to him. But this crowd, with the constant what chants, dude, it's 2025. Then backstage, Women's World Champion Naomi interrupted Stephanie Vaquer.
I know who you are. Good, newbie. I just want to let you know.
Whoa, wait a minute. Newbie, like the ones in the E-Network's Total Diva? Naomi would say she's gonna handle her business at SummerSlam and do what Stephanie couldn't by beating Io Sky.
Io was walking you like a dog before that match got interrupted. Unfinished business like that? Baby girl, I won't let that slide, but that's just me. Anyway, see you in Paris. Wee wee.
Then Rusev took on Sheamus again, which was a physical bout as only they can put on. Although at one point Sheamus almost slips off the top rope and then saves it.
Takes out Rusev. Are you not entertained?
He did then reveal the size of Dominic Mysterio's meat though, so no harm done. Sheamus would use the exposed turnbuckle and overcome the shillelagh to bro kick and win against Rusev.
The official doesn't see Rusev with a shillelagh. The referee back in position.
banger after banger after banger. Then we would hear from El Grande Americano for the first time before he was interrupted by Dragon Lee, who says he's disrespecting Lucha Libre as they brawled backstage. And El Grande would play a role in the #1 contenders tag team match next.
Here comes El Grande Americano! Well, Americano and Dragon Lee got into it.
Ultimately, the LWO would pick up the win to become your new contenders.
Kofi caught, roll up. LWO #1 contenders.
I think it's safe to say that this was a huge upset on Raw, but honestly, I like it. I feel like this will give American Made a bit more of a reason to lock in. Chad Gable said when he gets back, you better be tag champions and Ivy better have a title too. So that's kind of their story in the meantime, chasing the titles. The in-ring work of the LWO has always been very good, so I think they'll mesh well with the Judgment Day, and I could even see them winning the gold for a nice SummerSlam moment. Because realistically, the downfall of the Judgment Day has to be coming at some point. And if there's a scenario here where at SummerSlam the Judgment Day loses all of their gold in one fell swoop and then Finn Balor continues to do what he's been doing, maybe this is where the seeds of dissent are sown even more. Then, backstage, there's a mini Damage Control reunion as Io Sky, Kairi Sane, and Asuka are together. They wish each other luck before Stephanie Vaquer shows up.
I had you beat.
Oh, really?
We don't need to wait until Paris to find out. Why don't we find out in Houston? So,
I so badly want this to be the match in Paris, but I also don't want Naomi to lose the title anytime soon. But hey, Vaquer accepts Io's challenge for tonight on Raw. Speaking of Paris, small programming note, I'm going to Paris again this weekend, so there will be no SmackDown review, but there will be content going up while I'm away. And hey, feel free to go ahead and follow me on Instagram in the link below, because I will be posting a ton of stuff while I'm in Paris. But then we'd see Vic Joseph interviewing, and still, your TNA World Champion Trick Williams.
You know, the truth is, I ain't got no problem with The Undertaker. The Undertaker got a problem with me. Since you want to talk, let's talk then. Cause you out here popping off like your knees ain't got no expiration date.
And he'd continue by saying this.
I'm glad you like to roll your eyes to the back of your head, cause I might just knock your ass out tomorrow, huh?
Imagine if this was 10 years ago, there's a real possibility that we'd see The Undertaker as TNA World Champion. Then, backstage, we see Dominic Mysterio and Adam Pearce. Pearce says you better stop stalling and go get checked to be cleared.
They need my help. What do you do? I'm not cleared, AJ.
Not yet. You will be.
No,
by the time I'm done mopping, you better be clear.
Honestly, to hell with it. I'm ready to see AJ Styles be TNA World Champion and IC Champion. Although, given that apparently the rumor is, the report is, the plan was to just have AJ Styles be there only one night in TNA, I cannot express to you how whack that is. People have said for months that TNA was getting the Raw end of the deal, and I didn't really agree. Now I might see your point. Like, I don't even think I can justify it at all anymore. Now both JC Jane and Trick Williams have their world titles, so they don't even have any TNA superstars on their world titles, and now they can't even get their TNA legend to go back for one match. What? This might be the greatest fleece in the history of fleeces. Oh my.
Adam Pearce killed his own tag team division. There's another Grande Americano. The only thing that makes sense is that AJ's a janitor like he should have been from the start. Oh man, the simulation is broken. Help! Tech support!
Honestly, this is the most entertaining New Day feeling New Day segment we've had in a bit. Grayson Waller then comes in and says he's dropped the dead weight that is Austin Theory, and now he's a free agent, so the New Day should look to get him Big G. But given the New Day's expressions, they don't plan on making him their Sami Zayn or MJF, you feel me? Then Becky Lynch came out to say she did exactly what she said she was gonna do with holding everyone down. But at least she was honest about it. She calls Lyra a hypocrite, saying Lyra is bogarting all the opportunities from other women. Because in case you missed the announcement before Raw, Lyra and Bayley randomly were given a women's tag title shot. I don't know anymore, man. What the hell? Sure. Becky says who the hell needs 2 belts, and then says, well, when I did it, it was revolutionary at MetLife Stadium. She says to Lyra, much like when it was a stipulation for Becky,
but now I extend that same challenge to you. When you lose at SummerSlam, you can never challenge for this title ever again.
Then Lyra responds by saying, okay, I accept, but it should be no DQ, no rules, and there must be a winner. And instead of shaking Becky's hand,
oh, look at Lyra! Manhandle slam!
Then Bayley would enter for the tag title match, in which, again, this crowd sucks. They spent the majority of the match just chanting AJ Styles at Dominic Mysterio instead of actually paying attention. But the match was really enjoyable nevertheless. It loops back to Dirty Dom though as he gets accidentally kicked in the face.
May not be clear now, inadvertently kicking the face of Mysterio.
Then once again, the master of disguise, AJ Styles.
Oh no! Oh no! CPR!
And Becky Lynch would also appear out of nowhere to cost Lyra.
Into the steps!
In the end, Bayley wouldn't notice the blind tag hitting the Bayley to belly on Roxanne.
Not legal, but Raquel is Tejada bomb! Raquel and Roxanne will defend at SummerSlam.
And then, moving past Karrion Kross and Sami Zayn, because we already talked about that, backstage, the Doctor is still stalling, saying he doesn't have an answer yet for whether Dom is cleared. But then Dom comes out of nowhere to attack Styles and says, "No, I am cleared. I'll see you at SummerSlam." Which, by the way, what kind of doctor is that? How does the superstar know he's cleared? But the Doctor's like, "Oh, I don't know, I gotta go through." God. What is the Doctor a part of Judgment Day now? He was just trying to pull a fast one? What the f is going on your Raw, Piers?
Say it ain't so, cuz.
Then, Io Sky took on Stephanie Vaquer, which was terrific.
Hey, Io is up and... Oh, knees right to the face!
So fluid and action-packed between these two.
You need to make a mistake once.
Stephanie with a knee right to the throat!
I even saw Io hitting a modified SVB.
Oh!
But unfortunately, for as good as it was, this match would not have a winner.
Top rope now. She may not. Oh, no!
The Secret Service and Chelsea Green would come to get revenge on Stephanie as Io Sky helped fight against them. Then as Naomi came out to help in the attack against Vaquer and Io, Mommy would enter the game.
Riptide to Green!
Let me go ahead and guess, a 6-woman tag has been made official for next week on Raw. Then, the Judgment Day talk trash to all their upcoming challenges at SummerSlam. Michael Cole was also hella instigating about Roxanne and Dom here, but then Roman Reigns and Paul Heyman go face to face to close the show, where interestingly, Heyman would say this.
Seth Rollins is going to be out of action for a long time.
The more time goes on, the more I'm thinking this might be a plan B. Roman says he didn't have any part in me being champion for 4 years, and then he shouts out the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and even Sami Zayn.
He thought we were just another faction or something, or we were just some wrestling group. Nah, you could create those, but you couldn't create the bloodline. No, that was God's work.
Then Braun Breaker starts to get a little aggro, and Roman says, "Back up, son." He says Heyman threw away the bloodline for CM Punk and calls Heyman a dumbass. Then Breaker says he's the big dog now and calls Roman worthless.
I'm the top dog now. I'm the future of WWE. I'm the man around here now.
Then Roman says, I don't think I heard any of that.
I honestly don't think your mic was working. If you need to say it again, please use mine.
Superman punch! And Breaker with a spear!
Jey Uso comes out to level the playing field and stand tall alongside Roman.
And now a double spear!
And we also had Roman yeeting after Raw went off the air.